Hey guys, it's Fish Addictions TV. This is the start to season 5, and what a roller coaster start it's been. This fall's been crazy. We had ice, we didn't have ice, we got the right weather for ice, we warmed up. Now we're finally cooling down and getting a little snow, and it looks like from here on out it's gonna be smooth sailing. So we're on the ice, we're hitting it hard. Ice is starting to get safe. We're seeing a lot of good ice around the region. Make sure to check your ice depths no matter where you are or what you're doing. Make sure you check it and don't listen to the internet and all that good stuff. But we're here. Season 5 starts now.
Addiction. The fact or condition of being addicted to a particular substance, thing, or activity. An addiction is not desirable. It is something that overtakes your life. What happens when an addiction cannot be stopped? An addiction is stronger than any one drug with only one cure. The cure is not rehab. It is not medication. It is not a counselor. The only cure for us is the water beneath our feet, the rod in our hands, the anticipation of that next big bite, and the camaraderie we all share. This is Fish Addictions TV.
Fish Addictions TV is brought to you by Eskimo Ice Fishing Gear and the rest of our fine sponsors.
You like my slip-on shoes, Dusty?
Slipper guy.
I came from the mud. There's
Gonna be a red ice pick.
Oh, that's nifty.
All right, we matching stuff.
there's roots where I stand. Oh, I've been running from the law.
Oh, we just got it.
No, this is not gonna work. We got like the same rod, same gloves, same get up. This is just not gonna work.
Well, put your gloves away from my
Go home
gloves.
and change. Go home and change.
Put your gloves over there.
No, you.
Try to catch me howling at the moon.
How ice conditions have been this year? Like, what's fall into winter been like?
Rainy, wet. It's been tough to even get out so far. I'm actually really surprised that the ice is holding up, to tell you the truth. I mean, we've had how many days where it's rained, and then we had a couple windy days. Like today is gorgeous. I don't know what happened, why the fish gods have given us such a gorgeous day to fish, but this is about as earliest as I've ever been out.
We are on ice. It is a magical time of year for us where we are all over the upper Midwest on ice, whether it's Wisconsin, Minnesota, North Dakota, South Dakota, Iowa, who knows where the heck we'll be, but we're gonna be somewhere on the ice having fun.
Hope they won't shoot me down soon.
Anytime I push the record button,
Okay, I'm on the board.
Holy, it's got like 6-7 inches, maybe even plus. I think it actually made a little bit of ice last night too. I mean, it was only 30 degrees, but you know, when you've got water temps that are down right now, I mean, it still makes ice at night when it's still 31, 32 degrees. It doesn't have to be, you know, frigid temps. You're still gonna maintain the ice that you already have, and it's probably gonna make even more ice.
that was big.
Get down, get down, get down. Let's see. Come on. Oh, there's nothing. Oh. So as you can see, guys, mobility is huge here. We got 3 guys behind me here, one with live scope, just checking out different directions. This school of panfish is moving super fast, so that's where the live scope, the pan optics comes in into play. Drilling on them, dropping down, staying on the school, being active. It's gonna put more fish on the ice for us.
This ain't easy.
Gosh.
They're working you over, man.
Dude, they're kicking my rear end. A little bit better. Ain't a small. Ooh, ooh, I like that. Like that. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's not a bad one. Probably about a 10-incher. This is the first decent crappie of the day, but we're gonna throw it back because there's about 30 of them down there. Hold on, I got one coming. Giant. Giant's gonna rock me. Oh, you would lift it up. Come on, come on. Why are you staring? Why are you staring?
I think these fish have seen a bait or two.
I don't know, but there's a giant wad of them and I can't get one to come up and touch it. Oh, here we go.
There we go, hooked up, hooked up. What do we got? What do we got? The tug is the drug. Gilly gill. Pile of gillies. Little feller. They are cruising. Even with the live scope and pan optics, following them around, drilling holes. We're gonna get our cardio in today. Can feel the burn.
You should be right on top of them, Will. They're 20 feet right there. Back this way just a little bit. You know, for years we've talked about running around these lakes and drilling tons of holes. We're still doing that, just in a different sense. We're searching them out, drilling a hole, and being able to land right on top of them. One of the cool things that Garmin has done this year is come out with their live scope bundle. So now it's just right in the bundle, ready to rock and roll. You don't got to make your own pack anymore to make it work. It's all right here. Basically, we're just hole hopping with the live scope, trying to figure out exactly where they're at. And these crappies we're on right now are moving, and they're moving fast. So you get one or two maybe, and then you're on to the next one.
Let me drop in that hole.
On that side?
Boom!
And yeah, there's one. And this is kind of what we expect. Decent crappies, great eaters. But kind of what we're expecting is these crappies be rolling through, catching some decent ones here, some nice bigger ones, and then also a bunch of gills. But we're only fishing 10 feet of water here, so easy to let go, put back, catch them, and get back down. And I am using a smaller tungsten with a plastic on there, basically, and tipping it with a waxy. And I like to, whenever I've got my plastic on, I actually like to hook the waxy like right through the middle, just so it gives it a little bit of a different action than that tail. Got a bunch down there. See if we can grab another one real quick. But we basically what we've been doing is just looking for a weed edge out here, and it kind of dumps down on us just a little bit here, and they're kind of cruising that outside. And 1-2 punch. You know, I always talk about trying to get something that has a little flare and rattle down there, and then give them something that they can finesse a little bit. I think these fish some of them are pretty active, some of them aren't, so I'm kind of sticking more with a little bit bigger tungsten with a plastic, and that's just the chunk of meat on it basically to let them commit. So it's kind of what we're all kind of doing out here. Some of us have some of the Magic Mans from 13, which is like a little rattle bait, and then throwing down the tungsten down there as well. It seems to be working.
Not a bad one. Not a big one either. But a fish is a fish is a fish in my book.
We got water pumping out of the hole. Oh, whoa! my goodness. That is the fish you look for. Early ice, getting out, popping some holes, moving around. Oh my goodness. That thing has a back on it. What a crappie. We're gonna get her back. Bye-bye, sweetheart. Oh.
Look at the dig on that. I can't even move it.
Pike don't count well.
Yeah, ain't no pike. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. Yep. Just another giant. Look at that. Just barely hooked. For how many fish down there, they sure are finicky. But I'll just keep plucking away, keep getting some big ones. Mike's got one right now too.
Ooh. Gotta keep following them and let them turn on. Yeah, buddy. That's why first ice is so awesome, because when they do get them to turn on and they're just giant schools down there, they're roaming these big basin areas just out there for one thing, and they're out here to eat. And we're out here to catch them. First ice. Giant! I want you to take a look at this fish, and then Will, come here. I want you to take a look at this fish, and then I want you to take a look at this.
Giant. We have been running all over this lake, drilling holes, and I am about tired and ready for bed.
These early ice fish are hungry, and when you get into the lulls of midwinter, and these fish start not cooperating as well, you'll be glad that you really took advantage of early ice. There's nothing like it.
Hey guys, how's it going? This week's product showcase, we have the Runnings Edition Black Betty inline reel with the tickle stick combo. Multiple different actions with the tickle stick inline reel Black Betty combo. Been fishing with this setup all day long, catching big bluegills, big crappies, chasing around fish in the Northwoods. It's only available through Runnings. For more information and details, go to runnings.com.
Mixed bag. Little gills. You can really tell the difference between the marks on your graph, what's a gill and what's a crappie. There's quite a few smaller marks down there. Little school of gills, can't complain. Like the mixed bag.
We are done with the mid-morning bite. There's a lake that we want to check out for big gills and crappies. So this episode's about moving and finding different places. We have 3-4 lakes in mind. We're gonna hit spot number 2. Who knows if we'll hit number 3, but we're definitely going to 2 now. So come with us. Expectations on the second lake is good gills and some crappies, and there's a little better ice over there, so we're good there. We'll be a little bit quicker to get out. We've already been there once, scoped things out a little bit. Fished there just enough to kind of know that they're active, or they were active, so we'll see what today brings.
Little feller. They are moving in this basin. It's fun in the shallow water. It's a little bit of a different bite. Activity.
Desire to survive and reproduce. Their antennae detect food and water, so the roach keeps its antennae clean. They're small and can...
Ooh, yeah, that's another good one. We've been starting to get some bigger ones to fire here, so hopefully we can keep it rolling. But they're just barely nipping at it right there. I've rolled probably 3 in a row now and finally stuck a good one. So hopefully we can keep this momentum going. Looking for that big one that's in here. But that is a dandy all day.
Come on.
Oh, pumpkin. It's mayhem. It is a panfish factory out here, jumping around. You don't know what you're gonna get. Could be a trophy-sized bluegill, huge crappie, little pumpkin seed. That's what makes it interesting. Let's get some more.
Can't get mad when you're catching gills like that though. Thought for sure this was at least like a 12-inch crappie that was just taking line, but just another dandy gill.
You always hear us talk about giving 1-2-3 punch or a 1-2 punch, and basically what we're really equating that to is having something super aggressive, something that makes a lot of noise, has a lot of vibration, and then switching down to something that's a little more subtle. A really active fish will hit that real aggressive bait, but a fish that's a little bit lethargic, maybe it's not right at that feeding time, is going to be more apt to hit something with a little bit of meat on it, just a little subtle presentation. Maybe it's just fluttering down the reel. I'm not giving it big jig strokes. Nice and easy, just letting it flutter down there and kind of raising it up at the same time.
That is going to be a good one. That is going to be a good crappie. That is going to be a crap. Be a giant. Be a giant. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Yes, sir. What do you think of that one, man? I don't think I've ran this much since junior high school, to be honest with you. But that is all worth it right there. Right in the top of the lip, just smoked it.
That's what a lot of people don't get, is the fact that these early ice crappies, you can definitely know what's going on in the fall. You know, you and Crafty have been out here kind of fishing these fish in the fall, kind of setting them up, basically putting them to bed for ice, and they're here, they're roaming, they're fast.
And that's a beauty right there. Probably all of 13 and a quarter. Get her back.
We literally just pulled up here. Oh my goodness. I mean, when you pick a hole, you pick the right one, right? These are stacked. Oh man, this one is some serious shoulders, this one. Ooh, this might not be a crappie. Oh my. Oh my. Oh, that is cool to see that under the ice. Oh, this is a giant. 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 Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, what's happening? Oh my goodness, this is a giant. Oh, that is a giant.
That's a cute one.
Oh my goodness. Will, I don't want to hear no cute. Holy. Wow. Unbelievable. That's a sumo. That is a bucket mouth. That is my best one of the day. That is unreal. There are fish stacked 2 to 3 feet on the bottom. I don't know, 15 maybe, something like that.
You know they're decent size when they're pumping water in the hole. Yeah, come on. What do we got? Ooh, that ain't bad. That's a good crappie. They are just stout fish. Look at that. You can see how light they're actually biting. Just skin hooked. They don't even get it back down in their mouth. Patience.
That's why I walk all the way out here. Right there. Come here. That is an absolute brute. Look how tall that thing is. That thing is bigger than my hand. That is just a giant.
God, they're moving. Moving quick. You drop down, you mark several, and then
In and out like a fast food restaurant.
That'll do. Some salt and pepper in our diet today.
Oh, it's not a bad crappie. Not as big as I thought, but still not a bad one. Boy, the way he flew up, I thought for sure he was going to be a giant, but they still fight, no matter the size.
Coming out here, we knew kind of the area we wanted to pin down and target these fish. First couple holes we popped, rods are bending, multiple hookups at a time. It's going down. Good crappie. Sun's getting low. Activity's gonna pick up here shortly. These fish are just gonna start cruising, looking for that last meal of the day. That might be the start of it right there. So this is a smaller body of water. Oof. And there are a few creeks coming through here. Ooh, that's a better gill. So there's just a ton of forage for these fish to feed on. Pretty nutrient rich. Lots of stuff in this lake for them to chow on.
Yeah, it's a little bit bigger to flip like that. But a decent little gill. It's kind of seeming to be the average towards evening. They're definitely fired up for sure.
There we go. Beautiful fish. Well guys, that's gonna be a wrap. On episode 1, season 5, we're gonna have a running showcase product. Basically, Runnings is letting us, Fish Addictions, pick one product out of our lineup that they're gonna give you guys stellar deals on. I think it's gonna change every single week for you guys. It's gonna be prices that are unbeatable all over the Midwest, anywhere. So we'll see you guys next week. We have zero clue where we're gonna be, but we're gonna be somewhere having a lot of fun like we do every single week. We're out of here.
Been catching fish out it. That doesn't make sense. I almost had it. One flow.
Oh, I think it's a walleye. I don't know. I'm gonna whisper and that way it comes in. Oh, it's a pike. I was wrong. And it's not even as big as I thought. It's gonna pop right here if I don't grab it. There's a pike. A little bigger. That's a gill and a crappie chaser there.